watching Halton News right here on your TV. It's Thursday, December 3rd, and I'm Jessica Kading. Taking a look at our COVID-19 numbers here in our region today, 58 more positive test results have come in for residents of Halton. Burlington has seen a big jump since yesterday. 25 of those new cases are from Burlington residents for a total of 144 currently active cases. In Oakville, 12 new cases brings us to 233 active cases in the town. Milton reported 16 additional cases, bringing them to 328. And the highest number in the region is Milton. Halton Hills has logged 5 more positive results. The total number of active cases in the region reflects those new cases as well as all of the recoveries that have occurred since yesterday. There are currently 38 patients being treated for COVID-19 in our 4 local hospitals, which is 5 more than there were yesterday. 20 of those patients are being treated at Burlington's Joseph Brant Hospital. Oakville Trafalgar is caring for 12 COVID-19 patients, and Milton District has 6 in their care. The federal government has released their fall economic statement that outlines $100 billion in stimulus spending in things like a wage subsidy boost, a new loan program for sectors hardest hit by COVID-19, and a top-up of the child care benefit, to name a few. The government also reported a deficit of over $380 billion. We spoke with Milton MP Adam Van Couverton earlier this afternoon to ask how the government can be planning to spend so much more with such a high deficit in mind. Van Couverton says the goal is to increase the country's GDP.
And to make sure that our economy is humming along, and by supporting Canadians, Canadian businesses, and Canadian families, ensuring that women have access to childcare, that families have access to childcare. I shouldn't just say women's, but it is really focused on a feminist agenda and making sure that women are involved in economic development and they're able to go back to work, because we know that COVID-19 has had a disproportionate impact on women in the economy, in the marketplace, and then also at home. So we really wanted to make sure that we are supporting families and ensuring that everybody can participate in the economy as we build back better. And that means making sure that people can get to work. That means that we're making sure that the businesses aren't failing and that everybody can participate in the global economy of the future.
Further to his point about supporting families, the federal government had also announced that they will be moving towards a universal childcare program as well.
Not everybody can participate in the economy if their primary obligation is to take care of kids. But if there is a universal childcare program, which it offers affordable childcare to families, then everybody can participate in the economy, and that's really good for the GDP of the country. It's good for families if they're earning a little bit more money. But in order to do that, it's not worth a family to broaden their income base by, mom or dad going back to work instead of taking care of children if childcare costs as much or more than they're earning every day. And childcare is too expensive in Canada, and it's too expensive in Milton. So we're going to build a childcare plan that works for Canadians, that works for middle-class families, and it works for families who are fighting to be members of the middle class too. Because we absolutely know 100% that COVID-19 has had a negative impact on women in the marketplace and women in the economy, and our Build Back Better plan is gonna fix that.
Provincially, there's a big focus on shopping local and supporting the businesses right here in our own communities that need us now more than ever.
On Monday of this week, I spoke in Parliament and gave a member statement on the need and the urgency to shop local. I mean, we're living through a pandemic. Everybody knows that. And so many businesses are not able to open physically. And so many small businesses have been affected by what we're going through right now. And we need to support them. I mean, obviously, people want to stay out of the stores as much as possible, particularly those that are older or immunocompromised. And they're ordering online, and that's fine. That's good. But we also need people to shop locally, either in person in a very controlled, socially distant environment, or order food or order objects or Christmas gifts online from local retailers. And in Oakville, we're so lucky to have such great restaurants and shops. We've got 3 BIAs in Oakville, and I can touch on those if you like. But there's the downtown Oakville BIA, the business improvement area, and there's so many great stores, restaurants down there, and they're hurting right now. We need to get out there and help them. So I'm encouraging all residents to order takeout food, to support your local shops. We also have the Kerr Village BIA, which is in the Kerr Street Village area. My office is located there. Again, some great restaurants and shops. And finally, there's the Bronte Village BIA in the southwest part of Oakville, where again, some great restaurants and shops, which I'd be happy to shout out as well. So it's really important that we support our local communities. We live in the best community in Canada. Let's continue to help our merchants right now through this tough time.
And for those of you wanting to physically go out and shop for those gifts, there's no better time than now to check out the newly designed streetscape downtown Oakville.
Yeah, absolutely. So the town recently reopened Lakeshore Road. So we've got some beautiful streetscape there. And what a better time to go down. The Christmas lights down there are fabulous. So I'd encourage everybody to walk down there and bring your children if you have them. Wear masks, keep socially distant, but it's absolutely beautiful. Like, we're so fortunate to live in this great community, and some great restaurants down there like Seasons, Oliver's, Jonathan's, Colossus for Greek food. There's just so many restaurants to name, and we need to help them through this tough time.
Of course, our local support alone is likely not enough to support the many businesses that have been suffering since the beginning of this pandemic. MPP Crawford comments on what the province is doing to help support them as well.
Well, we know what they're going through, and I have a business background myself, so it's not easy. Our government is trying to cushion the blow that they're going through, and they are going through a blow. Let's be perfectly clear, given the global pandemic, but we're cushioning them. We're trying to help support them with PPE grants of up to $1,000 for businesses that have 2 to 9 employees. We're giving them breaks on WSIB payments, tax deferrals for their real estate property taxes as well. And we're giving $600 million in relief, of course, through rent, working with the federal government on that. So we're trying to do what we can. But at the end of the day, it's still not going to be enough. So that's why we need everybody to get out there and support our local merchants. It's so valuable and really critical, and it sends a good message at this time of the year.
The Oakville Chamber of Commerce is launching an exciting new initiative today to help keep the town of Oakville on the cutting edge of innovation. Nikki Wesley has more.
Today, the Oakville Chamber of Commerce will be presenting their idea for a roadmap for a smart Oakville to Town Council, something they've been working on for more than a year.
So what we're doing is we're calling on the town to invest in an innovation strategy, to prioritize an innovation strategy. We want to see a senior town person be responsible for the rollout of this strategy. You look around Hamilton, Burlington, Mississauga, these are communities that have a chief digital officer, a chief innovation officer. We would like to see that here in Oakville as well, and have that position be a priority. Oakville has all the tools for a smart town. We have innovative companies. We have global leaders in transportation solutions. We have global leaders in smart city initiatives. We have the people that can be around the table and make Oakville a smart city, a smart town, and an innovative town.
There are numerous tech companies in Oakville, like Innovex and WSP, taking a lead in innovative ideas already.
So one example we have here in Oakville is Ford Motor Company just announced a $2 billion investment to become the home for electric vehicles in this country. They're going to manufacture electric vehicles right here in Oakville. Earlier this week, the federal government, in the fall economic statement, announced $150 million for charging stations to be rolled out across the country. What's Oakville's plan for charging stations in our community? We just built a brand new lakeshore. It's beautiful. It's great that it's open. The businesses need us to go there, but there's not charging stations incorporated in that design. These are the types of things we need to think about as a community to prepare for the economy of the future and the way we're going to be living.
That future's not that far away, and there is data out there already that could be harnessed to make operations more efficient.
Even things as putting chips in vehicles. And so many companies have Geotab, another local company, their devices in their vehicles. They could be driving down North Service Road, and if all those vehicles are reporting a pothole at a certain intersection, that information can go to the town, and the town can go out and fix that pothole within hours, instead of having a town employee or driving around looking for potholes or taking calls from people. It's instant. It's vehicles hit that pothole, that communication is sent right to the town sends out and fix it. There's so many ways we can speed up processes, harness data, and become a more innovative community.
Innovation has certainly served the Chamber's members well over the last 10 months.
So during the COVID-19 pandemic, we've asked our business community and the businesses that have been successful and been able to manage through this really challenging times are the ones that have gone online, have enhanced their digital presence, and have found ways to deliver their products or service on an online platform. We feel that now is the right time for our municipalities to do the same. Let's invest in that online technology so that we're better prepared to live in this online world. Our business community is doing it, our business community is succeeding, and now we want the town to do so as well.
Rudden points out the entire community will benefit from this strategy, from having synchronized traffic lights to being able to apply for permits from the town faster.
To make it as least clicks possible, to make everything more user-friendly, that's really the goal here, to make Oakville an attractive place to invest, attractive place to work, but also continue to build on our reputation of being one of the most attractive places to live in this country.
Reporting for Halton News, I'm Nikki Wesley.
Halton Catholic District School Board trustee Patrick Murphy has been elected as the new chair of the board. Yesterday, we had him here on Halton News talking about how honored he is to have been elected. We also asked him what the board would like to focus on in this upcoming year. He says one aspect is understanding that technology is going to have a huge impact on their students in the future.
We want to make sure that we're introducing a STEM program that can meet their needs for the future. Our focus is on student achievement. So there's other aspects, the arts. We want to make sure that we have a strong and robust, thriving arts program within our board. French immersion is a growing need and growing demand from our parents, especially in Milton and in Oakville. And we want to make sure that we can accommodate those people who have that, those students who have that desire. There's many challenges with French immersion. There's challenging finding qualified teachers. Everybody's competing for qualified French teachers. There's challenging with growing optional programming within one facility. So we have to look at some of the structural elements of our board and make decisions on how we're going to grow a program, but still try to maintain some form of equity. So that's always important. As you know, with some of the recent social issues that have been happening, we have to, as an organization, look internally to make sure that we're servicing and we understand the needs of our students and staff of color. So we don't currently have a lot of disaggregated data to understand and to make sure that we're servicing their needs. So that's something else that we have to introduce. And now with virtual learning and the pressures of COVID has given us an opportunity to open our eyes to using technology in pedagogy and to look to the future and see how we can benefit our students. So very challenging times, but also very unique times with an amazing amount of opportunity.
Still ahead, the annual Light Up the Hills Festival in Halton Hills is still on and welcoming you to uplift your spirits for the holiday season. We'll be back with that story after the break. Welcome back to Halton News. Halton Hills is once again lit up this holiday season. Melissa Candelaria was there to take a short walk last night and has more for us on Light Up the Hills.
Take a walk here through Dominion Gardens Park in Georgetown. The entire park lit for the annual Light Up the Hills. Jerry Kentner is one of the many key organizers of this annual event that officially kicked off on December 1st. She says, like many other events this year, it's a bit different.
2020 has been a bit of a challenge for us, but it's brought us all up to our best game. And without having the big party on December the 1st, we're still going to have our event in terms of the lights will come on. And they'll be on every night from 5 to 11 until January the 3rd. So we have our displays, we have trees, we have the Tree of Hope, the Memory Tree, and we're in 3 parks, the Dominion Gardens in Georgetown being the largest. So it's time for a season of joy and hope and love and community spirit.
Since many events had to be modified or canceled this year, Kentner says it was really important to her to keep the lights going.
When I started this back in 2008, it was a bit of a recession. And I really felt we needed something to bring us out of that and something to see and some joy and some light. And I just wanted a Christmas tree with hot chocolate and people standing around. That's a vision. So I felt that was so important to do that again this year. So we're able to do that with, not inviting people to the park in crowds. It's a large park that we're in, and the other parks are as well. So we can social distance and go for a walk like you would normally. And then most of the people drive by, they're going to just drive by in their cars and see it when they go to work, see it when they go home. And, just give people something. It's a moment of joy, happiness, a smile on your face. And a lot of people don't have that now. And they didn't back in 2008 either. And we just wanted to bring that. So we're able to, our team's been really strong and really passionate about this. So we're happy to bring this to our community.
So from the inaugural event back in '08 to now, the goal for Light Up the Hills has always been the same.
I love Christmas. I love the Christmas lights. I love family and the spirit that it brings. I get emotional talking about my community and my family for sure. This community is so supportive. Our volunteers, we wouldn't be able to do this without them working so many hours. It's hard to even imagine. It's been a tradition for people, and they will come. They'll bring their little kids who were 13 that were there when they were babies with their mom or their dad. So it's just a simple premise to put a smile on your face and make you forget about your troubles maybe for a minute. And there is light, and there is goodness, and there's hope for the future.
Hope for the future, indeed. Reporting for Halton News, I'm Melissa Candelaria.
As we head into our weather forecast, here's a look out at Spencer Smith Park in Burlington. Overcast skies tonight with winds gusting up to 40 kilometers per hour. For tomorrow, you should prepare for periods of snow mixed with rain. We're expecting about 2 centimeters of snow here in Halton, with wind gusts of up to 50 kilometers per hour tomorrow morning, becoming lighter in the afternoon. Cloudy skies tomorrow night with a 30% chance of those flurries that they'll continue, but those clouds will clear overnight, revealing full sunshine for Friday and a mix of sun and clouds expected Sunday. The temperature will hover around that freezing mark as our high over the weekend for both Saturday and Sunday, and then cloudy skies as we head into next week. The COVID-19 pandemic has had tremendous impacts on local, national, and global economies. It's anticipated that in Burlington alone, just under 2,000 businesses and 29,000 jobs may be directly affected, leaving the future state of Burlington's economy uncertain. The Burlington Chamber of Commerce would like to invite you to one of their most popular and informative events of the year. Craig Wright, Senior Vice President and Chief Economist, will take the audience through the financial indicators for Canada and Burlington for 2021. To register, please visit burlingtonchamber.com. And now we'll look to how some of Halton's top companies performed on the markets today. We'll be right back with how you can help veterans this holiday season. Stay with us. Burlington's Mayor Marianne Mead Ward has partnered with the Legion for her Warm Hearts and Holiday Wishes campaign this year. Here's a preview of Burlington Matters where she explains what it's all about.
I'm going to turn it over to you, Bob. We are working very closely together, the Legion and my office, on our Warm Hearts and Holiday Wishes 2020 fundraiser. Talk to us a little bit about what that's all about.
Thank you. Basically, what we have in Burlington, I think, is, before I go into that specifically, is a wonderful community, a very giving community that, if we have time later, I'll get into. Not just in this area that we're about to speak about, but many others. As far as the program that the mayor and I are involved in with the city and Legion members, is providing gifts from the community to veterans that reside in nursing homes, long-term care, and retirement homes. The way we're going to accomplish this is that the mayor has given us the availability of reaching you out there in telecommunications, in advertising, etc. And what we're asking you to do is to drop off a moderately priced new blanket and or slippers to City Hall. These will be deposited in a receptacle near security. They will be picked up twice a day and given to the mayor, which will be kept in her office. And I'm hoping she has trouble getting through the door in the next 2 days or 3 or a week. These will then be provided to the veterans in the nursing homes in Burlington.
You can drop off new moderately priced blankets, slippers, or gift cards at Burlington City Hall to be presented to those cherished veterans. And tune in tonight to Burlington Matters, where you'll also meet Gordon Scotlander, a World War II veteran and 2020 Key to the City recipient. Oakville firefighters will host their 28th annual drive-through toy drive at Coronation Park on December 4th from 5 to 9 p.m. Families are invited to drive through the park, enjoy the festive lights, drop off a gift card or toy donation, and wave or deliver a letter to Santa, all of which can be done from the safety of your vehicle. Additionally, the event will feature some other special guests, including the Oakville Fire Safety Team and Sparky the Fire Dog. Donations of gift cards or new unwrapped toys can be dropped off. Gift cards are preferred, but toy donations are still welcome. Lighthouse for Grieving Children is hosting an online bid and buy auction. Lots of incredible gifts are available, including hotel stay packages, an on-air opportunity, wine tasting, golf games, jewelry, spa packages, and more. But the auction closes midnight December 4th, so you're running out of time. Please visit 32auctions.com/LH bid and buy. Santa's Holiday Magic Trail is visiting Burlington this December. This year, Santa has left his reindeer at the North Pole and is hopping into an antique fire truck to visit our neighborhoods. Taking place on weekends leading up to Christmas in December, Santa will spread some ho-ho-ho merriness along the trail. The first couple of trips are this upcoming weekend. This Saturday, he will be driving around rural Burlington, Brant Hills, and Mountainside, and on Sunday in Heddon Forest, Palmer, Tansley, and Millcroft. I'd like to thank you so much for watching us here on Halton News. For more content, you can visit our website, yourtv.tv. We also welcome you to follow us on social media. We're on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at YourTVHalton. For Halton News, I'm Jessica Kading. Thanks for watching.